In my video, I don't understand music theory. I talked about the many ways of how I make music, in FL Studio specifically. But there's one method that I don't think I talked about, which is um, humming a melody or a rhythm or whatever, just humming notes basically, like doing a cappella, vocalization, whatever, or even just talking, whatever, or singing random words like I love my cat or whatever, and you know I record that. It becomes an MP3. Um, I take that MP3 and I turn it into a MIDI file with Newtone, and then I take the MIDI file and then I drop it into one of any of the plug-in instrumentals, basically. You know what I mean? And sometimes I keep the notes, or maybe I'll add some extra notes so then it doesn't sound like salmon, ravings, carrots, like so then it doesn't sound like System of a Down basically, where there's pauses, how System of a Down kind of has those pauses where they're just like dun 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 dun. Like if you don't want to, I love System of a Down, but if you don't want it to sound like that, you add some extra notes in between, so it's like salmon dun 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 chugga chugga dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? So yes, I might show you how I do it. I might show you how I do it, so yeah, turning vocals into instrumentals basically with FL Studio. I don't know if anyone made a video about this. I had a video about this on one of my old channels, but I got rid of the old channel. But I'm deciding to redo the video, you know what I mean? Because I think the old video referenced my old music, and I don't like getting involved with my old music anymore. I'm kind of just moving on with this Johnnyism thing. And the whole reason why I do this, people, I know you guys probably don't care. You just came to learn how to do this. But the reason why I do this type of stuff, the methods, and because this is basically, I don't understand music theory part 2. This is basically what this is. The reason why I do this, and I don't know why, I mentioned it in part 1, and I don't know why I mentioned it so quickly, but the whole reason why I do this is because I have a low IQ. Like, I was legit diagnosed with a low IQ. Not intellectual disability. Sorry, there was some noise in the back. There was noise in the background. Not intellectual disability, but I have what's called borderline intellectual functioning, which is kind of like on the edge of intellectual disability and normal IQ. So basically what I'm trying to get at is it's hard for me to learn music theory. I can't memorize it all. I tried for many years, 10 years almost, and I can't just do it. Math itself is hard for me. Like multiplication is a little bit hard for me, and division is a little bit hard for me, and forget algebra. I fucking failed that shit in middle school. So yeah, I'm not a gifted high IQ. That's why I made songs about I'm not a high IQ STEM. I'm not a high IT STEM person or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna end this because that's basically all you need to know. And there's noise in the background, and that's kind of pissing me off. You guys can't probably hear that, but I don't want to edge it. I don't want to edge. I don't want to be edging this video too long and losing my audience. So yeah, I kind of sound like acculturation a little bit with my monotone voice, but this is one of the many ways of how I make music and how you can make music too. Our acculturation continues into what is Johnnyism core? What is Johnnyism metal? I'm just kidding. So yeah. In FL Studio. There's one method that I don't think I talked about, which is in my video, I don't understand music theory. I talked about the many ways of how I make music, in FL Studio specifically. But there's one method that I don't think I talked about, which is humming a melody or a rhythm or whatever, just humming note. In my video, I don't understand music theory. In my video, I don't understand music theory. I talked about the many ways of how I make music, in FL Studio specifically. But there's one method that I don't think I talked about, which is humming a melody or a rhythm or whatever, just humming notes basically, like doing a cappella, vocalization, whatever, or even just talking, whatever, or singing random words, like I love my cat or whatever, and like I love my cat or whatever, and I record that. It becomes an MP3 um, to a MIDI file. One of any vocalization, whatever, or even just talking, whatever, turn it into a MIDI, and it doesn't sound like salmon, ring rings, carrots, like, so then it doesn't sound like System of a Down, basically. Da-na-na, da